Hello everyone, I am Shekinah Villarta and I am grade 6. I choose the topic Patterns in Language for my portfolio in the subject of Language Arts. I will discuss about simplest patterns of sentence structure, part of simple expanded sentence, capitalization, punctuation, prefixes and suffixes, and kind of sentences. We can look around and notice that our world is full of patterns. Those patterns create order for us, making things easier to understand. We can classify our world. Animals, plants, or even cloud formations, all of nature can be seen as patterns and classifications. For example, rocks are just rocks to a normal person, but after studying even a few chapters in geology, you will learn how and why rocks are classified. Similarly, words are just words until we learn to recognize the patterns within language. Different languages have different sentence structures. The verbs are placed at the end of a sentence in German and Latin. Take a look at this picture of the cat. Look at this example. The fat cat on the mat sat. In French, colors are placed after the noun, not before. For example, the cat brown sat on the mat blue. In Hebrew, the verb is placed first in the sentence. Sat the cat on the mat. Some languages are written in columns. Others, like the Egyptian hieroglyphics, are in the picture form. The English language has its own patterns, which I will discuss. Allow me to tell you about subjects and predicates. The simplest pattern in an English sentence is the subject. The subject is the who or what we are talking about, then followed by the predicate. Predicates are the what the subject is doing. To find the break between the subject and predicate, locate the verb or action word. Even if the order of the subject and verb are reversed, the break still occurs at the verb. For example, the fat cat sat on the mat, or on the mat sat the fat cat. In this example, the fat cat is the subject, while sat on the mat is the predicate. Each of these phrases also contains one word which is more important to the meaning of the sentence than the others. In the fat cat, cat is the most important word. It is called the simple subject, often called the subject. In sat on the mat, sat, the verb, is the most important word and is called the simple predicate, which is often called a verb. Noun phrases and verb phrases. A phrase is a group of words that do not express a complete thought. In other words, a phrase cannot stand alone as a sentence. Instead, it needs other phrases to help it make it complete. In fact, a sentence is made of two phrases, the noun phrase and the verb phrase. Just as the subject does not make complete sense without the predicate, the predicate or verb phrase does not make complete sense without the subject. The group of words that explains or describes the noun is called a noun phrase. The group of words that explains, describes, or completes the verb is called a verb phrase. Now let me look at this. Adjectives. Adjectives modify or describe words. Adjectives give you a clearer picture of the nouns to which they refer. Noun phrases may include adjectives. The most common adjectives are a, and the. These three words are used so often. They are given a special name called articles. When you see one of these adjectives, you can be sure a noun will soon follow. Let's move to adverbs. An adverb modifies a verb. The predicate sometimes contains only the verb, as in this example. She sang. She is a pronoun and the subject. Sang, meanwhile, is verb and a predicate. Often a word that will tell you how, when, or where the action took place will come either before or after the verb. These words are adverbs. They add something to the verb. An adverb answers one of these questions about the verb: how, when, where, or to what extent. For example, she sang quietly. Quietly is an adverb that tells how she sang. She sang yesterday. Yesterday is an adverb that tells when she sang. She sang here. Here is an adverb that tells where she sang. She sang too quietly. Too is an adverb that tells to what extent she sang quietly. Negative words such as no, not, and never are never part of a verb. They are adverbs and sometimes come between a helper verb and a verb. For example, they did not sing. They is a pronoun. Did is a helping verb. Not is an adverb and sing is a verb. She isn't singing. She is a pronoun. Isn't is a contraction that contains that helping verb is and the adverb not. Singing is a verb. Remember Remember that some words can be different parts of speech depending on the context of the sentence. The word next can qualify as an adverb, an adjective, a noun, or a preposition, depending on how it is used on a sentence. Thank you.